Hello and welcome to my hub. In this video, I've put together some of the short videos that I made when I was relocating from Nigeria to the UK in September of 2022. I've also added a voiceover to explain some of my activities in the video, and I hope you find the whole video interesting. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. To those who have already subscribed, thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I post my videos, and I hope you enjoy this one.
My bags were packed and ready to go. I kept my luggage allowance because I didn't want any stories at the airport. My family members were very excited for me. That's my elder sister and her baby. They came to wish me well. And those are my cousins. Everyone wanted to follow me to the airport. That's my mommy, all smiling, feeling happy and proud of her daughter. We finally set out to the airport with my brother-in-law doing the driving and my other brother seated at the front seat with him. By this time, we had picked up my dad on his way back from work and then we continued our journey to the airport. It felt like it was a dream, but then it was a reality. I didn't know what to expect from the new journey I was embarking on, but one thing was sure, God was and is still with me. We finally got to the airport, but it was earlier than anticipated because my flight was for midnight. So I spent the extra time bonding with my family, receiving advice and prayers from my parents, taking pictures and making videos. It was time to say final goodbye to my family, and it was really an emotional moment. Although I was smiling, but I had tears in my eyes. I knew I was going to miss my family because it was a big step away from home. I began another series of check-in, and it was finally time to board the plane. My seat was by the window. I settled in and watched as other people were also trying to locate their seats. We finally took off at midnight after much delays. By this time, I was starving. When it was time for dinner, all I heard was beef or pasta. I chose beef, but I couldn't eat what I was given.
I actually had the intention of stocking up my bag with enough snacks to munch on while on board. My flight was for 8:45 p.m. But you know African parents and when their child is traveling abroad for the first time. And so we left the house that day earlier than we should have. So in a bid to meet up with the time and get to the airport early, I forgot to buy the snacks. The last meal I had that day was at around 4 p.m., and that was the food that my mom brought to the airport. We eventually took off at midnight, and by that time I was starving and hungry. So when I had beef or pasta, I was very happy that it was time for food. And I chose beef because to me, I thought beef was cow meat, only for them to bring me what I could not eat. As hungry as I was, I actually gave it a try, but I just could not eat it. It was bland, like I could not understand the taste. At that moment, I started to crave homemade food. I almost cried.
I was just wondering how my seat partner was enjoying his meal. Apparently, he travels a lot and is used to the meals by now. By this time, it was morning. I slept for most of the time, and because my flight was a connecting one, we landed at Istanbul Airport in Turkey and boarded another plane to Heathrow in London. At Istanbul, we also went through other series of check-in before boarding the plane. This was me strolling down to board the plane. And then we also had breakfast, which was a bit fair. It was at this point I knew that what we call tea in Nigeria was not tea. When we got up at Icho, I was able to connect with some nurses from Nigeria who also got recruited by the same NHS hospital. And trust me, the best thing that can happen to you is to have people to navigate a whole new environment with. The first thing that hit me when we got to the airport in London was the code. And I was like, what? How? From where? I didn't know that was just the beginning. When it was time for us to get our bags, we discovered they were missing.
Remember I said we took off at midnight? And so by the time we got to Istanbul airport, we were rushing to catch the next flight. And so our bags had not arrived to travel with us. And by the time we got to Heathrow airport in London and it was time for us to get our bags, we discovered they were missing. So we had to fill forms for missing items and it took about 3 days for the bags to be delivered to our address. In fact, those 3 days were not even funny at all. I won't lie to you. We were literally feeding on junks. For me, I lost my sense of taste. My taste buds were bland, and it took about some days, like, for it to return. But then we eventually survived it, and we were fine.
We eventually located our driver and embarked on another 2 hours journey or so to the hotel that was booked for us. In all, it has been an interesting experience so far with many stories to tell.
But God has been faithful. It's normal to experience some challenges on your relocation process, especially your first few weeks or even months abroad. So it's best you expect these challenges and prepare for them. And that's where I'll be stopping this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on your notification button so you get notified whenever I post my videos. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and see you on the next one. Bye.